Yesterday, I wasn't on, and I think everybody kind of was aware of that. People were asking. I'll go ahead and just talk about it for a minute, since, you know, it was like, I said it like first 5 minutes of the stream. Yesterday, on Friday, my dad got sick, and he's been sick. And so, you know, we kind of agreed on Sunday night. We were like, okay, well, if things don't improve substantially by Monday, tomorrow we're going to the hospital. Well, yesterday was Monday and we went to the hospital. And so took him into the emergency room. They admitted him into the hospital. He's there getting treatment now. I don't know how long he's going to be there. Their understanding or belief is that they think it's pneumonia, but we'll find out. And so that's pretty much it. I mean, he today, obviously I've been calling and, you know, checking in. His vitals and everything are fine. They were worried because he was complaining about everything, but it seems like otherwise things are okay. So that's pretty much where we're at. Is if it's fixable, that's good. I hope that it's fixable, right? This is pneumonia number 6. That's right. Number 6 in 2 or 3 years. And we thought we had it under control after number 4, because number 5 went and it came and went. He didn't even know he had it. But then this happened. Is he a smoker? Not anymore. He started smoking at 5, maybe 4 or 5 years old. And then he quit at, I think, like 50 something, somewhere around there. And so he did smoke for a while, but you know, now he's not smoking. No, he's not smoking cigarettes or anything like that. And so yeah, that's it. Could it be in his house? I don't know. I mean, I've thought about other options, right? Like, I mean, would it be better for me to buy another house for him to live in that would be maybe be cleaner? Would it be better for me to have like, because like he didn't want to live in nurse. We had a conversation about that. And we talked about a number of other things about that too. Bitch pneumonia. Yeah. And he's been through it 6 times. The guy, he was in fucking, what do you call it? Like he was in Vietnam. He used to live out in the swamp back in the day. And I'm talking about like when the hell was that? I mean, quite a long time ago. Like he was, you know, he grew up in Florida, etc. And so, yeah, Agent Orange, all that stuff. Yeah, he dealt with all of that. And so, that's pretty much where things are. I mean, again, he's tanked it 6 times now. And I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping, obviously, everything is going to be fine. But that's why I wasn't here yesterday, is that, you know, I got up, obviously, earlier, you know, like 10 or 11 a.m., and went over to his house, and, you know, he was having trouble even getting out the door, etc. It was a bad time, very bad time. And, you know, for me, a lot of, you know, I don't really say this, right, but, like, I guess... it's not PTSD, but it's something, it's like, it's a very, very negative, unpleasant reminder of like this stuff, because it's a breathing problem. My mom had breathing problems too, and it was a lot of the same stuff, very unpleasant for me, and, you know, bad memories, no surprise. And so, anyway, that's what happened, and, yesterday we took him to the emergency room. I was there with him for like 6 or 7 hours. It's insane how long it took there. Still did not even get a fucking room. He's finally in there. And so yeah, I'll be honest, naturally scared. Yeah, I am scared. I am. Absolutely. For sure. Straight up. Yeah. I hope things are better, right? But you know, we try to take things one step at a time and go from there. And so again, like that's just that's how it is. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else really to say. You know, a lot of you guys were really positive, and I showed him a lot of the messages that you guys sent, and, you know, he says he really appreciates it. He says thank you, and, you know, he's trying to get better, right, and all that. And so, I don't know the right option, the right path forward yet. I mean, I wish I did. I'm not a doctor, but we're just going to have to wait and see. And so, I don't know, like, what does that mean for the future, right? What does that mean for tomorrow, the day after that? I really don't know. I have no idea. I can't plan. You know, I'm going to try. I'm going to tell you guys this. Like, I was even planning on going back, like, after I dropped him off at the emergency room yesterday, took him to the hospital. I was going to go back home and go live, but, you know, I think he kind of wanted me to stay there with him, and so you know, I had to prioritize that, and easy decision, right? Very easy decision for me to make. And so, so yeah. Hope he gets better. Yeah, no doubt. And pneumonia is one of the things that can complicate other illnesses. He just needs to stay ahead of it. Yeah, he was on a preventative maintenance antibiotic, but I think this might be a new version of it, or his body might have, developed a resistance to that antibiotic, and so he needs a new one. And so they're kind of, A/B testing a lot of that right now, and they're going to try to figure out how, what works and what doesn't. So that's about it. Maybe it's your house. It's making it hard on his lungs. No, if it was my house, I would have had the entire thing torn out and cleaned. I was going to do that for my mom. The only reason why I didn't do it for my mom is because she actively didn't want me to, because she was worried about the house getting condemned. And then once we had enough money to where I was like, okay, even if that happens, I can just buy another house. Then it was COVID and she refused to get the vaccine. So I couldn't get I wanted to do that for the house that I live in right now for her, but she refused to let me. And then because she didn't get the vaccine, I couldn't take that risk. Right? I mean, that's just how it is. That's how it is. And also, by the way, I don't think that would have really moved the needle a whole lot. Maybe it would have, maybe it wouldn't have. But, at the end of the day, she's an adult. She made her own choices, and that's where it got her. And so, yeah, it's rough. It's really hard. And, you just got to get through it no matter what. And so, yeah. And so vaccine killed quite a few people. I know personally. I don't want to get into vaccine, right? That's not the point. The point is that, that was the reason why I didn't do it with my mom. Wiz, thanks for 100 subs. I appreciate it. Get an air purifier. I already got him too, okay? And so, yeah. Is he a heavy drinker? He used to be. He started drinking at about 5 years old, and he stopped at about, 55, 60 or so. So he doesn't really drink anymore. And so, yeah. And so that's the plan, and I just want to let you guys know that's pretty much what's been going on with me. That's why I wasn't on yesterday, and I'm going to try to maintain and be on every day. The fact is that's what he'd want me to do, and he's told me that, and so it's not like this is anything that's against anyone's wishes. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, and we'll see what happens. But there you go. I'll answer a few questions and I want to move on, and we're going to get back to this. Also, I haven't checked for fungal cultures and sinuses and airways. I think it can be hard to tell. Yeah, I'm going to make sure to bring that up to them again today too. Yeah, I've already brought that up. I brought that up to the nurse at the emergency room yesterday, and I'm going to bring that up again today whenever I talk to the doctor, for sure. And why don't you stay with them? Then you can work and be next to him. To be honest with you, because I love my dad. But man, can he be fucking annoying. And I understand that one day I'm going to have to do that. But there's a reason. All right? And so I'm just being honest. You want me to be totally honest? I'm being honest. And also, he doesn't want to live with anybody either. Right? By the way, he lives by himself too. It's not like this is a complete... And it's not that, he doesn't like me or something. It's just that he wants to have his own space, right? And so that's it. Nurse, you went foreign in Vietnam. Both had endemic fungi. Both on the look over the house for years. Even some water leakage can cause fungi to get going. Use your resources to tear the house apart. Yeah, I mean, there's a house that's near my house that's on sale. And my friends were trying to convince me to buy it. And I was looking at it and I thought to myself, I'm like, maybe I could buy this house for my dad to live in too. That's closer to my house. And also, it would be a place for me too. So I haven't decided. Yeah, Cody, yeah, you told me about that, right? And so, yeah, no, I talked to my dad about it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Do it? I don't know. It's a good amount of money, so I'm not going to get too into that, but yeah. And so we'll see what happens. I haven't decided, and I'm going to ask him, right? Because it's also about him, because he also has wanted to, because he traveled, it's actually really crazy. I guess I could just tell this whole story, is that basically, so the last time, I don't really cry a lot. I'm not a crier. It's just not my thing. But the last time I cried to my dad is I was telling him about how sad I was because I was watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And, Joseph Joestar, I was in the Josuke arc, and he's, fucking old, and he's 78 years old in that story. And, they're moving him around to the wheelchair, and obviously I had been watching through the whole thing, so I watched him outmaneuver cars, be the fucking badass in Stardust Crusaders, etc. And now he's this old man, And it really fucked me up because it reminded me a lot of my dad. And I was like crying, telling him about this. And my dad just goes, he goes straight up to me. He's like this, and it's gonna get worse. And I was like, okay, all right. And so the ironic thing about that is that, you know, in the same way that story, they had to take him around in the wheelchair whenever he was 78, and I just took him to Florida, right? So, you know, life imitates art, apparently. And so kind of a weird thing. It kind of fucked me up watching that happening. You know, not on an emotional level, because honestly, like, he was right. He's totally right about it. But, yeah, anyway, the point that I'm getting to with that is that, you know, he had wanted to get a house out there too. And so I don't know really what he's going to want to do. Like, as I said, I told him I'll just do, you know, whatever it is, it'll happen. So, you know, the main priority one right now is just making sure that, you know, he's healthy, and we do whatever preventative maintenance we can do. And so, yeah, that's it. Yeah, and do whatever. Do his pops have any siblings? Yeah, he's got a brother and a sister. For me, like, you know, like we have family, but none of the family live here in Austin. I'm an only child, right? So, like, I've been the sole one who's been responsible for everything for my mom too, and now with him. And I'll be honest, it's really hard. It's really rough. I'm lucky and privileged enough that I can, you know, like, I can work kind of on my own schedule, and I make a lot of money, and so there's things about this that make it easier. It's harder for other people more than it is for me, but it's fucking rough. It is hard, but that's just the way it is. So yeah, it's a lot of pressure. It is. It's a lot of pressure, and I try and do that, and I try not to let other people down too. But you know, it's just how it is. It's hard seeing your family get old. Yeah. Sure, it is. And my family in Florida has been really supportive, and they're great, you know, and all that. But, you know, honestly, I really do wish that, like, he was out there in a lot of ways so they could help take care of him and, you know, like, keep him company too, in the same way that, like, I can't all the time. But, you know, I'll talk to him about that and, you know, figure things out whenever, you know, hopefully he's out of the hospital. So, yeah, that's where we're at.